3,969. If I was a musical chord, I'd be a minor third, not a major sixth like my husband. If life were a piano, we'd be terrible together. Come to think of it, maybe life is a piano.
3,978. When I walk down the street I pretend that I'm a model and do my best runway strut.
3,979. I totally dig men that can derive Einstein's E=mc².
4,002. I still have every card or love letter ever written to me. I need them.
4,019. I've been told several times that the small of my back is very soft and sexy. Couldn't God have given me a better best feature than that?
4,029. I always hate when the toll taker's fingers make contact with mine.
4,032. When I see the ring bell for service sign on a counter, I am reluctant to ring it because the person always seems pissed off someone rang the bell.
4,058. My mother doesn't get it at all. She calls every weekend from her swanky beach house. Probably drunk. Certainly fat. She asks what I did over the weekend. Oh, nothing, just hung out with Anna. She asks what I ate. Oh, me and Anna had the usual. She says she wants to meet my friend Anna sometime. You wouldn't like her. Most people don't, but I do. I love toying with her. Nothing tastes as good as thin feels.
4,112. When I go to the ATM machine, I look at the receipts people leave behind to see how much money they have.
4,174. I know you think I don't like kids, but the truth is I just don't like your kids.
4,189. Sometimes when my husband talks in his sleep, I try to engage him in conversation to elicit information out of him. Like I'll ask if he enjoys cheating on his wife and who he lusts after. Unfortunately, in his sleep, he only talks, he never listens. Just like when he's awake. LOL.
4,251. I work in a small office and whenever the copier is out of the size paper I want, I use a different size instead of filling the empty paper tray because I feel such a task is beneath me.
4,286. I am a different person every time I get on a plane. When conversing with the person next to me, I have been a doctor, lawyer, college professor, longshoreman, etc. I fly too much and yet, I get bored.
4,306. I was so disappointed when I hit puberty and didn't develop mutant powers. Even a dorky power like Iceman would have been okay.
4,380. When I find a $5 bill in my pants pocket, I feel like a superstar for about 15 minutes.
4,436. Whenever I eat a box of Junior Mints, I leave one in there. It's for my brother. He died over 20 years ago, but he always loved Junior Mints. Miss you, my friend.
4,468. I spent $15,000 on a ring that I was going to use to propose. She put so much pressure on me it ruined the moment, so I broke off the relationship, returned the ring and used the money for a down payment on a car. I like having a new car, and I like being single. If she only knew what she almost had.
4,471. I'm afraid that if I die early I will miss out on so much.
4,488. Whenever I had a retail job when I was in high school or college, I shouldn't have been trusted around a cash register. I'd always found a way around the system. I still exhibit some of these same tendencies, only now it's with QuickBooks.
4,501. My wife's sisters are ugly.
4,513. He can barely bring himself to touch me anymore. And I know it's because I have breast cancer.
4527. Sometimes I hold my breath and imagine I'm a fish.
4,538. I tell people that I got my dog from a breeder, but I really got her at a pet store.
4591. When driving, I use my high beams as weapons.
4,653. My superpower is my ability to make people mad.
4,689. Act like I don't know why I haven't been more successful in life. But deep down I do know.
49,759. I went through an entire half a semester of English class in college without saying a word. Oh, I tried. But these annoying know-it-alls wouldn't let me get a word in. I was a math major, they were liberal arts, so of course they knew everything. I would patiently wait for one of the blabbermouths to finish, and then just as I was about to add a comment, some other person who never shuts up would start in. I eventually gave up and dropped the class halfway through. I beat myself up over that for a long time. I thought I wasn't aggressive enough. I thought I let them get the better of me. It hurt my self-confidence the way that played out. Now it is 20 years later. I have run into the same types of people in the working world over the years. They never shut up, they never let others express valid ideas. But the difference this time round, though, I patiently worked many late nights these past 2 decades, and eventually I became the boss of the entire department. I have fired 7 of these blabbermouths so far. They can't understand why. They think of themselves as the cream of the social crop. Maybe so. Maybe they do have friends at bars and play a great game of golf. Tough tutties. I am filling the department with polite geeks and we are doing great. Ha.